Hi everyone, Tony from Hack the Movies here, and today I'm going to be watching the Superman 2025 trailer, reacting to it, and I'll break it down for you a little bit. Boom. Okay, well he just got his ass kicked. Not digging the Clark Kent hair. I like the electric guitar version of the John Williams theme. I like the actress who plays Lois. It looks like Pa Kent is going to be alive in this version. A lot of times they kill Pa Kent because they're kind of feel like a lot of times they try to make Superman imitate the Jesus thing where, Pa Kent's not his real dad, like Joseph wasn't his real dad, and then Joseph died. That is a thing that happens in Superman once in a while, more in the movies. In the comics, a lot of times, in the cartoons, some of the shows, Pa Kent's alive and is there to guide him and deal with him. So if they're doing that, I'm excited to see that because the whole dead Pa Kent, it's kind of played out, at least in films. It's going to be Crypto. Can Crypto not fly? Okay, giant monster. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Luthor Corp. Usually it's Lex Corp. That was Simon Stagg. Okay. Green Lantern, Hawkgirl. We got a big Gamma monster. I like Mr. Terrific. Alright. I mean, it's a trailer. Alright, so not what I was quite expecting from this movie. I'm going to hold judgment until it comes out. I like Superman. There hasn't been a lot of good Superman stuff over the years. The new cartoon is pretty good. I caught the first season of that. I hear the new show, the Superman and Lois show, it's now done. I hear that was actually really good. I kind of fell off the CW stuff after Arrow ended because it was actually getting bad before Arrow ended and it got worse. And I originally thought it was connected to that, and at that point I'd given up. But I hear it's self-contained enough. I might go back and try that. But yeah, I'm always looking for a good Superman thing. I really like Superman. I feel like I haven't really seen a good Superman movie in my lifetime in the theaters. I saw the original in theaters, but that was a re-release. I mean, a great Superman movie's never been released in my lifetime. Superman Returns, all the Snyder stuff, garbage. I didn't see the League of Super Pets in theaters. That might be the best Superman movie that's been released, and that's sad to say. But yeah, let me just highlight a few things in here that I want to talk about. I kind of like the contrast of this more colorful Superman, but he's all bloody and bruised. A lot of people's complaints with Superman is that he's overpowered and he's way too strong. And to that I say, you haven't read a lot of Superman. Things can kick his ass all the time. He is very strong. He's very powerful. But there are things that could kick the hell out of him. So I like that they're showing that he can be vulnerable. He can be hurt. He's godlike compared to us. But if you're in a universe full of other superheroes, he's not that impressive. The farm looks very different. I feel like the Kent farm has looked pretty much the same in most versions of Superman. But yeah, this one is a little bit different. It looks more like a real farm. We have farms that look like this around me. I like that they're doing Crypto. I'm going to be honest. We've already had self-contained Superman, and then we had way too serious Superman. I like that it's embracing some of the more ridiculous stuff in Superman's history. But hopefully they make it work. I loved around like 2006, they introduced like Supergirl, like the traditional Supergirl back into the comics. Crypto was in there, but he was kind of an asshole, which I thought was fun. I think they're going to do the genetic experiment Crypto, which they did in Titans. Because the whole, I sent a different pod with the dog is kind of ridiculous. It worked for the animated movie. Not the dog breed I would have picked for Crypto, but I like that they're at least doing it. Now, let's not get carried away. We don't need the super horse, the super chimpanzee. We don't need that. Crypto is enough. This is like an iconic shot. Usually it's with the train. It's Superman running in front of a kid with the train smashing around him. And people always point out, why don't you just pick them up and move them away? Why are you shielding them? But whatever, it looks cool. But that's definitely going to be Kryptonite Bullet. I like that they're doing bald Lex Luthor. That's something the movies really have avoided. I guess Kevin Spacey is the closest we got, but even he did the wig thing that Gene Hackman did for a lot of that movie. Just embrace the baldness, man. Just embrace it. I have no idea what's going on here. People are shooting some kind of war zone. Kid uses Superman flag, so I guess Superman will be involved in affairs outside of America because he is a world hero. I saw stills of this going around. They're like, "Oh, I thought he was supposed to be hopeful. Why do people hate him?" I mean, there could be a number of reasons. Maybe he gets framed for something in the beginning of the movie. That happens with Spider-Man a lot of times. He is a hero, but the newspaper makes him out to be a bad guy. But also, no one is universally loved. No public figure has ever been universally loved, except for me. So yeah, there probably would be a bunch of haters around him who just don't like him for whatever reason. Stag Industries, like I said, I pointed it out earlier when I was reacting. He's a character, does a lot of shady stuff. He was in the Flash TV show, but he was also he has like a big part in the Arkham Knight game. I love that they did the bowl cut. I love that they did the bowl cut for Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner is my favorite Green Lantern. A lot of people don't like his outfit or the outfits for all of I guess they're the Justice League, kind of. But knowing the backstory of this movie, they are headed by Max Lord, which is, a very famous comic run where this business guy kind of took over the Justice League. So I like the idea that they're like the corporate heroes, so they have to have matching uniforms. I don't know, maybe Superman is a little rebellious outside of that system. Maybe they'll have their own identity. Because Maxwell Lord is pretty much a bad guy. He usually turns out to be a bad guy. So maybe somewhere down the line, they get their own identity and outfits. But right now, they got to be corporate Maxwell Lord heroes. I like Hawkgirl. I've always liked the Hawkgirl character more than Hawkman. I don't know. Something about her is just interesting. So I'm excited to see her in this. Hawkman sucked in Black Adam. So maybe Hawkgirl will be good in this. They tried Hawkgirl on the CW. They got rid of that actress pretty quick. I haven't seen her in anything since then. Again, giant monster. Superman fights giant monsters. It happens a lot in the comics and cartoons. I've seen other people being like, what is this? This isn't Superman. I'm like, yeah, it is. He fights a lot of giant monsters. There's always like a random alien that comes down. So again, if you're going to start off this new universe, and it is a shared universe with other heroes, go big. Go big. Show us a sample of all the craziness this universe will provide for us. See, Man of Steel didn't go too big. It was very grounded because it was trying to ride the success of the Dark Knight trilogy. And then one movie later, we have like an ogre man and a Greek goddess lady. And then, I don't know, there's like a robot guy. So show us what's in this world ahead of time. Okay, so the first poster they showed is him ignoring this big orb. And everyone's like, why is he ignoring the orb? Shouldn't he be stopping it? And I was just like, well, it's just a promotional photo. Who knows if this is even a scene in the movie? Turns out it is a scene in the movie. I'm assuming a lot of people gave Superman shit, or he got his ass kicked, or he's being framed, and no one likes him, and he's having a moment of doubt, and I guarantee you this is Lois telling him to do the right thing. And he is really getting it on with Lois. I think I read that they know who each other are at this point. He's been Superman for a while, I think, at this point. So maybe they did the whole like, hey, why are you always leaving? And they're skipping past it. I actually missed that dynamic. But if he has been Superman for a while, then yeah, why not? That looks like a Kryptonian robot man. I forget the Kryptonian robot. It's got a weird name, and I guess he's sad. Or maybe, because he looks way too sad for a robot, maybe this like robot is like, can turn into a hologram of like his dad, Jor-El, or something, and I don't know. Bringing crystals back. I didn't think they were going to do crystals again because it's such a Christopher Reeve thing, but he does like Christopher Reeve. And the crystals have now become iconic, and they've worked them into the comics multiple times. So I'm good with or without Crystal Fortress of Solitude. I'm fine either way. Okay, I said Brainiac earlier, but I'm looking at the purple and the orange. That has to be Metamorpho, who is another superhero in this in the DC Comics universe. So, didn't think I'd ever see him in live action in a movie. That's the big one. Everyone keeps saying this is Ultraman, the Ultraman, not the giant monster Japanese thing, but the DC Ultraman. His logo has like the same U, and it looks like he has the same powers. So I'm guessing this is going to be like a Superman clone. I don't know if they're doing the alternate reality thing. Maybe it becomes Bizarro at some point. Who knows? Mr. Terrific. I'm not used to him having such the big fro. I'm usually used to him having like a tighter cut. But I like that actor. And I like he's got his orbs. I was digging Mr. Terrific in the Arrow TV show, and then they just kind of forgot about him. So yeah, a cool character to include. I like the yellow S on the back. I started to miss the yellow S. All right, that's all I got. I'm interested. I'm going to give it a shot. I think it'll probably just be okay. It'll probably just be fine. I mean, how much worse could it get, to be honest, compared to what we have been getting? But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if audiences are going to be excited. I don't know if the general public has kind of given up because the movies they've gotten have either been terrible or mediocre. But I'll be there because I talk about Superman a lot on this channel and all the DC heroes. Check out our DC Comics playlist. Check out my podcast here. We do it every Monday and sometimes Thursdays. We have pre-recorded episodes, live episodes, talking about movies new and old. We have a huge back catalog. Like I said, we have specifically just DC Comics reviews that you can check out a playlist for. And yeah, we're going to be covering all the theatrical Superman movies, maybe not the black and white ones, all the theatrical Superman movies leading up to this. So far, we've done the Christopher Reeve, the first one, and Superman Returns. So yeah, all the solo Superman movies. So we'll be doing all of them, including Man of Steel, till whenever this gets released. I think May or June July, it said. But yes, I'm Tony from Act Movies. Thank you. Goodbye.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.